Strategy Management Series. Video number 61, Strategy Formulation. Step 6, Strategy Selection Introduction. Welcome back to the Ready MBA series on strategy management. In our previous videos, we introduced the three processes of strategy management that guide organizations in achieving their goals and objectives: strategy formulation, strategy implementation, and strategy control. We also introduced the 8-step framework used in the strategy formulation process and covered steps 1 through 5, which addressed mission, vision, values, strategic intent, internal and external analysis, and SWOT analysis. In today's video, we'll be diving into strategy selection, which is the 6th step in the strategy formulation process. So, let's get started. This step consists of identifying and selecting courses of action that a company may choose to achieve its strategic intent, mission, vision, and objectives. Strategy selection must consider the current strategies being executed by the company, the internal and external conditions under which the company is operating, and the long-term vision provided by senior management. Based on these inputs, the planning team must identify and evaluate potential strategic alternatives for the company. After such analysis, the team must prioritize the selected few strategies they would recommend the company to pursue. Those will be evaluated and validated in the next step of the strategy formulation process. The first group of strategies to be validated is the one composed by strategies currently being implemented by the company. The planning team must evaluate their efficacy and applicability to the new strategic scenario in which the company finds itself. In order to do so, they revisit the most recent strategy review documentation and reports, and interview key stakeholders to check attainment of the objectives and key results previously defined for these strategies. They evaluate the impact of these strategies, ease of execution, and relevance to the company's reality. There are 5 basic questions to be answered. Question 1. Are they aligned with the strategic intent provided by senior management? Question 2. Are they pertinent considering the recently identified external threats and opportunities, as well as the internal strengths and weaknesses? Question 3. Will the company attain the expected long-term goals and objectives by executing these strategies? Question 4. Does the company have the necessary resources and capabilities to execute these strategies well? If not, what would be required to do so? Question 5. Considering past performance from strategy execution, does the team believe the company will be able to successfully execute these strategies in the future? If the answers to all of these questions were no, there must be very compelling reasons to justify these strategies, otherwise they should be deprioritized. The planning team must agree on a recommendation of which of these current strategies to continue pursuing, identifying points where changes are necessary, and which ones should be discontinued. The second group of potential strategies to be considered was defined in the previous step of the strategy formulation process, SWOT analysis. These strategies are designed to leverage the internal strengths, address the weaknesses, capitalize on the opportunities, and mitigate the threats. The third group of strategies are the ones required to achieve the long-term vision and objectives defined by senior management in the strategic intent. To help define those, the planning team can leverage generic strategies and strategic frameworks. Generic strategies are fundamental approaches that businesses adopt to gain a competitive advantage and position themselves effectively within their industry or market. These generic strategies help businesses make strategic decisions about how they will compete in the market, allocate resources, and differentiate themselves from competitors. They provide a foundational framework for defining a company's strategic direction, and they often form the basis for the company's overall business strategy. These strategies include Porter's generic strategies, which offers 4 main approaches: cost leadership, differentiation, cost focus, and focus. They also encompass diversification strategies, also known as Ansop's matrix, such as market penetration, market development, product development, and conglomerate diversification. In addition, they can also consider integration strategies like forward, backward, and horizontal integration. Another group of generic strategies are the cooperative ones, like vertical or horizontal strategic alliances. Acquisition strategies such as horizontal, vertical, and related acquisitions are also generic strategies that can serve specific strategic goals, alone or in combination with other initiatives. Lastly, companies may also choose restructuring strategies including downsizing, downscoping, divestiture, leveraged buyouts, and bankruptcy, all depending on the internal and external conditions in which they may be immersed. Strategic frameworks are analytical tools that help the planning team visualize the specific conditions in which the company finds itself, and based on their results, enable the company to identify potential strategies to be executed. Porter's and Ansoff's are frameworks that were mentioned previously, and that allow the identification of specific courses of action based on specific predetermined criteria. An additional useful framework for strategy selection is the BCG matrix, which helps analyze a company's portfolio of products or business units. It categorizes them into stars, cash cows, question marks, and dogs based on their market growth rate and relative market share. This matrix assists in determining resource allocation and developing strategies for each category. The McKinsey GE matrix is a strategic management tool similar to the BCG matrix that helps companies analyze their business units or products based on industry attractiveness and competitive strength. It categorizes them into 9 boxes, each representing a different strategy. By using this matrix, companies can determine the most suitable strategies for each business unit or product, such as invest, grow, selectivity, earn, harvest, divest, or manage for earnings. The IE matrix, also known as the internal-external matrix, assesses an organization's internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as external opportunities and threats. The IE matrix leverages the results of the External Factors Evaluation (FA) and Internal Factors Evaluation (IFE) matrices, developed during external and internal analysis processes. By plotting the FA and IFE scores on a matrix, it suggests appropriate strategies, such as aggressive, competitive, defensive, or conservative strategies. Similarly, the Grand Strategy Matrix evaluates alternative strategies based on the company's competitive position and market growth. The matrix consists of 4 quadrants that recommend different strategic options, such as expansion, stability, growth, or limited expansion, retrenchment. Lastly, the Space Matrix helps analyze an organization's strategic position by considering financial strength, competitive advantage, environmental stability, and industry attractiveness. By identifying the quadrant in which the organization falls, suitable strategies can be developed, ranging from growth and expansion to stability and risk minimization. Each of these frameworks offers unique insights into strategy selection, and companies can choose to use one or a combination of them based on their specific needs and context. The ultimate goal is to generate a list of strategic alternatives that can potentially be pursued. During the strategy selection process, the planning team discusses and considers the alternatives proposed by team members in meetings. Once all feasible strategies are understood, they are ranked in order of attractiveness, resulting in a list of the best strategies that reflect the collective wisdom of the group. Given the countless possibilities for actions and their implementation, it is essential to develop a manageable set of the most attractive alternative strategies. This involves evaluating the advantages, disadvantages, trade-offs, costs, and benefits of each strategy. Strategy selection aims to determine an appropriate set of alternatives, while strategy evaluation, the subsequent step, involves analyzing different options and prioritizing those to be pursued. In our upcoming videos, we'll delve deeper into these frameworks and explore the generic strategic alternatives that companies may consider. Remember, strategy selection is just one step in the strategy formulation process, and it sets the stage for strategy evaluation and implementation. Stay tuned for more strategic insights. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit from it. See you next time.